Okay, here we go. So we're talking about accountability, and we segued into the conversation about local school councils. Now, I'm going to have to admit, I am an intrusive parent. I mean, I walk up to the school like Celie on Color Purple. But I want to be involved in the local school council. But my God, it just seems like it's so inaccessible to be there. And then the first thing they want to say is, well, the parents don't want to be involved. So isn't there a way to reinvent local school council? I mean, with all this social media, I mean, do you have to meet face to face? Can you meet at a different time? Can you meet online? A conference call?
No, look. No, I don't think so. I think that the local school council should be adjusted to meet the needs of the parents. So I was stunned when I found out that there were local school councils meeting during the day. First of all, they are teacher members and non-teacher members who are on the local school council who are not allowed to actually go to those meetings because they meet during the day. As far as I'm concerned, that is a principle purposefully making it inaccessible.
Who sets the local school council meeting time?
It should be the
council?
It should be the council.
Well, it should be the parents, but who actually sets it? Is it the school council or the principal? Or how does that work?
You know, it's not that kind of thing at all. I mean, parents, it depends on the local school council. Usually the parents and the community members get together and say, this is what's good for me. I know when I was on the LSE at Lane Tech, we met at 7 o'clock. So I was shocked when I was finding that local school councils were meeting during the day.
I do think that one thing that would help is really empowering teachers and help teachers to see and help teachers find their voice and to use their voice, because I really believe that, as I like to tell my students, education students, all revolutions in history, they don't trickle down from the top, they bubble up from the bottom.
They do. And
they bubble up from the bottom, and that's how we're going to change it.
And I've always said one of the best pieces of advice I've always received was, you don't need anybody's permission. And you especially don't need anyone's permission to have an opinion. But I want to know, what is your reaction to Chicago Public Schools now has this neighborhood advisory council? And so that's their answer to bringing in the public or that neighborhood to now vet the charter schools. What do you think of that?
Well, I think clearly what CPS has done over the last couple of years has shown an extreme antagonism towards communities and parents. And that what they have said is, you know what, we know better, and we're going to tell you what's going to happen in your community. So you have a situation where people begged, pleaded, demanded, do not close my school, do not do this, do not do that. But this is what we're going to give you. So in some kind of move to actually get around the real process of community engagement, they actually have an office of community engagement that frankly has failed miserably, because once again, what they want for community engagement is, we'll tell you what you should think, and then you agree with us. So, I mean, that is the least possible thing you can expect in a community engagement piece. So I don't think they really know how to do it.
And Eileen, I'll let you have the last word.
Oh, I think myself as a citizen needs to take seriously the responsibility I have to my community and to continue on it, even when it doesn't feel good, doesn't look good,
even when it's not popular, if it's not
and
with
it's
the
not
machine.
moving along the way I want it to. I'm going to continue, because I want to think about the success of my students and the success of those teachers in the school, and the teachers I want to be empowered to be able to talk the way they know is important for those kids to be successful in the universe that they live in.
And I just want people to stop treating it like it's not a walk and chew bubble gum fix.
Or somebody else's problem.
Or somebody else's problem.
I live in the community, it's my problem. I have to stay with it until that problem is fixed.
But some people are exhausted and they feel like the fix is in, and they have literally walked away and said,
You can't do that as an adult. As an adult,
this is true. You can't do it. But look at what we get when what happens, right?
Right.
All right.
But
we let that happen a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But Sam, the battle is never over.
It's never over.
And people need to understand, all right, we're not going to have big wins everywhere, and we're not going to have wins all the time. You're going to have incremental wins, and then you build on those. The key is that you continue to speak the truth to power regardless, and you continue to move people in the right direction. They will have to go.
And you continue to do everything you can to subvert the system
Yes.
while you're under the oppressive system right now. Right?
And those will be our last words. Thank you all so very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am reinvigorated.
Okay.